So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot for his versatility that makes him suited for a very fluid front line. I mean, by trade, yes, he's a left winger, but he's proven himself.
There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Lerma. And Diaz. Mojica. Mojica stood his ground strongly. Diaz with the delivery. Dorgu tries to clear. Now it's Højlund. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's in! Must be! Højlund! Goal! Denmark! And we have liftoff! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
The goal for Denmark after 12 minutes is number 9, Højlund.
Colombia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Turns back here, probably the best option. Duran. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Højbjerg. Knocks it out wide. Quick look, then plays it in. James Rodriguez. Now it's Højlund. And Eriksson! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Diaz. Eriksson. Højlund has found the net here, of course. He's having a pop! Lerma. James Rodriguez. Cuesta. Half an hour played now. Shifted it to the flank. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Isaacson.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a go! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Dorgu.
Denmark can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mojica. James Rodriguez. Now it's Diaz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. Lofted it. Shot, surely! Fantastic from Højlund! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Denmark are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
That is the end of the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Denmark looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
So we're underway for the second half. Lerma. And it's James Rodriguez. Now it's Højlund. Højberg. Eriksson. It's a really well-measured ball. Spread out to the left. No, he's just misjudged that one. Mojica. And Diaz. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Well taken goal. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Colombia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Norgard over to the right flank.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
That's very neat. Back would it go. Oh, he's having a go! Denmark suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Eriksson needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was...
Towering header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dorgu. What's going wide left? And he's there to retrieve it. Lerma cuts it out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And no mistake. There seemed no way back, but they are level. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Diaz. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hangs one in. Good read, needed to be. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Højlund voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.